Artificial intelligence assistants are becoming an integral part of our daily lives, helping us manage schedules, answer questions, and even automate tasks. But as these AI tools become more advanced, concerns about privacy and data security are also on the rise. Today, we're diving into the question, is Company's new AI assistant truly private? We'll explore what privacy means in the context of AI, how your data is handled, and what you should look out for when using these tools. Let's start by understanding the basics of AI privacy and why it matters so much in our increasingly digital world. When we talk about AI privacy, we're referring to how artificial intelligence systems collect, store, and use your personal information. This includes everything from your voice recordings and search history to your preferences and daily routines. For many users, the idea of an AI assistant listening in or storing sensitive data can be unsettling. That's why it's crucial to understand what privacy policies are in place and how companies like Company claim to protect your information. In this scene, we'll break down the core concepts behind AI privacy and why it's a hot topic today. AI assistants operate by processing your inputs, like voice commands or typed queries, and responding with relevant information or actions. To do this, they often rely on cloud computing, which means your data may be sent to remote servers for analysis. This process can raise questions about where your data goes, who has access to it, and how long it's stored. Understanding the technical side of how AI assistants function is key to evaluating their privacy claims. In the next scenes, we'll look at the typical data flow and what happens behind the scenes when you interact with an AI assistant. Every time you interact with an AI assistant, some form of data is collected. This might include your voice, text, location, and even device information. Companies often claim this data is used to improve the service, personalize responses, or troubleshoot issues. However, the extent and type of data collected can vary widely between providers. It's important to know exactly what information is being gathered and for what purpose. In this scene, we'll outline the common types of data AI assistants collect and why transparency in this process is essential for user trust. Most companies provide privacy policies that outline how your data is handled. These documents explain what information is collected, how it's used, and who it's shared with. However, privacy policies can be lengthy and filled with legal jargon, making them difficult for the average user to understand. It's crucial to look for clear statements about data retention, third-party sharing, and user control options. In this scene, we'll discuss what to look for in a privacy policy and how Company's approach compares to industry standards. A key aspect of privacy is user consent, meaning you should have control over what data is collected and how it's used. Many AI assistants offer settings that let you review, delete, or limit the data they store. But not all companies make these controls easy to find or use. We'll explore how Company allows users to manage their data, what options are available, and why user empowerment is a cornerstone of true privacy. Understanding your rights and available tools is the first step to protecting your information. Encryption is one of the main tools companies use to protect your data. When information is encrypted, it's transformed into a code that can only be read by authorized parties. This helps prevent unauthorized access, even if data is intercepted during transmission. We'll explain how encryption works in the context of AI assistants and what types of encryption Company claims to use. Knowing whether your data is encrypted and how strongly can make a big difference in your overall privacy. Some AI assistants process data directly on your device, while others send it to the cloud for analysis. On-device processing can offer greater privacy since your data never leaves your phone or computer. Cloud processing, on the other hand, may provide more powerful features but can expose your data to more risks. We'll compare these two approaches and discuss which method Company uses for its AI assistant. Understanding where your data is processed is key to evaluating privacy claims. One of the biggest privacy concerns is whether your data is shared with third parties. This could include advertisers, analytics firms, or even government agencies. Companies may share data for various reasons, such as improving services or complying with legal requirements. We'll look at companies' policy on third-party sharing and what safeguards are in place to protect your information. Knowing who has access to your data is essential for making informed decisions about privacy. How long does company keep your data? Data retention policies specify the duration for which your information is stored before being deleted. Some companies keep data for only a short period, while others may retain it indefinitely. We'll examine companies' data retention practices and what options you have for deleting your information. Understanding these policies helps you gauge the long-term privacy implications of using an AI assistant. Transparency reports are documents that companies release to inform users about how often they share data with third parties or government agencies. These reports can provide insight into how committed a company is to protecting your privacy. We'll discuss whether company publishes transparency reports and what information they include. Transparency is a key factor in building trust between users and AI service providers. Anonymity means that your personal identity is not linked to the data collected by the AI assistant. Some companies use techniques like data anonymization or pseudonymization to protect users. We'll explore whether company anonymizes user data and how effective these methods are. True anonymity can be difficult to achieve, but it's an important goal for privacy-conscious users. AI assistants learn and improve by analyzing large amounts of data, often called training data. Sometimes, user interactions are included in this training process. We'll discuss whether company uses your data to train its AI models and what safeguards are in place to protect your privacy during this process. Understanding how your data contributes to AI development is crucial for evaluating privacy risks. Another important aspect of privacy is who within the company can access your data. Strong access controls limit data exposure to only those employees who need it for their work. We'll look at companies' internal policies regarding employee access and what measures are in place to prevent misuse. Knowing how your data is protected from internal threats is just as important as guarding against external ones. No system is completely immune to breaches or leaks. That's why companies need robust incident response plans to quickly address any security issues. We'll examine what steps company takes in the event of a data breach and how users are notified. A strong response plan can minimize damage and restore user confidence after an incident. Companies must comply with privacy laws and regulations, such as the GDPR in Europe or CCPA in California. These laws set standards for data protection, user consent, and transparency. We'll discuss how company ensures compliance with relevant regulations and what this means for your privacy as a user. Legal compliance is a baseline requirement for any trustworthy AI assistant. User feedback is essential for improving privacy practices. Many companies provide channels for users to report concerns or suggest improvements. We'll look at how company gathers and responds to user feedback regarding privacy and why this ongoing dialogue is important for building better, safer AI assistants. Privacy by design means that privacy considerations are built into the AI assistant from the ground up, not added as an afterthought. This approach involves minimizing data collection, securing information, and giving users control from the very beginning. We'll explore whether company follows privacy by design principles and how this benefits users in the long run. The default settings of an AI assistant can have a big impact on your privacy. If privacy-friendly options are enabled by default, users are better protected, even if they never change the settings. We'll review company's default privacy settings and discuss why these choices matter for everyday users. If children use the AI assistant, special privacy protections may apply. Laws like COPPA in the United States require companies to take extra steps to safeguard children's data. We'll examine how company addresses children's privacy and what parents should know about using AI assistants in family settings. Many AI assistants rely on voice commands, which means they collect and process audio data. We'll discuss how company handles voice recordings, whether they are stored, and what options users have for managing this sensitive information. Voice data can be particularly personal, so strong protections are essential. Some AI assistants use your location to provide relevant information or services. However, location data can reveal a lot about your habits and routines. We'll look at how company collects, uses, and protects location data, and what settings are available to limit this type of tracking. AI assistants may use your data to personalize ads or recommendations. While personalization can improve your experience, it also raises privacy questions. We'll discuss how company uses your data for advertising and what choices you have to opt out or limit targeted ads. If your data is transferred across borders, it may be subject to different privacy laws. We'll explore whether company transfers data internationally and what safeguards are in place to protect your information during these transfers. International data movement can add complexity to privacy protection. A company's history with data breaches can tell you a lot about its privacy practices. We'll review any known incidents involving company and what lessons were learned. Past breaches can influence how a company handles security and privacy moving forward. Independent audits by third-party experts can verify whether a company's privacy claims are accurate. We'll discuss whether company undergoes regular privacy audits and what the results reveal. Audits add an extra layer of accountability and transparency for users. Open-source AI assistants allow anyone to inspect the code, which can increase transparency and trust. Proprietary systems, on the other hand, keep their code private. We'll compare the privacy implications of open-source versus proprietary AI and where company's assistant fits in. Educating users about privacy is just as important as technical protections. We'll look at what resources company provides to help users understand and manage their privacy settings. Well-informed users are better equipped to protect themselves in the digital world. Some companies seek privacy certifications from recognized organizations to demonstrate their commitment to data protection. We'll discuss whether company holds any privacy certifications and what these mean for users. Certifications can provide extra assurance that privacy standards are being met. Privacy isn't the only concern with AI assistants. Bias and fairness matter too. Biased AI can lead to unfair outcomes or discrimination. We'll explore how company addresses bias in its AI assistant and why fairness is an important part of responsible AI development. Understanding how AI assistants make decisions can help users trust the technology. We'll discuss whether company provides explanations for its AI's actions and what transparency measures are in place. Transparent AI builds confidence and allows users to spot potential privacy issues. Users should have the right to opt out of data collection or request that their data be deleted. We'll examine how company handles opt-out and deletion requests and what steps users need to take. These options are vital for maintaining control over your personal information. As AI assistants become more capable, new privacy risks can emerge. Features like emotion detection or continuous listening may collect even more sensitive data. We'll discuss the evolving landscape of AI privacy and what users should watch for as technology advances. How does company's privacy approach compare to other leading AI assistant providers? We'll look at industry benchmarks and highlight where company stands out or falls short. Comparing options can help users make informed choices about which AI assistant to trust. Privacy advocacy groups play a key role in holding companies accountable and educating the public. We'll introduce some leading organizations and discuss how they evaluate AI assistants like companies. These groups can be valuable resources for users seeking unbiased privacy information. The rise of AI assistants marks a new era for privacy. As technology evolves, so do the challenges and opportunities for protecting personal information. We'll reflect on the broader implications of AI for privacy and what the future may hold for users and companies alike. Real-world stories can shed light on how privacy policies play out in practice. We'll share examples of users who have encountered privacy issues with AI assistants and what they learned from these experiences. Hearing from others can help you make more informed decisions about your own privacy. There are many misconceptions about AI privacy. In this scene, we'll separate myths from facts, clarifying what AI assistants can and cannot do with your data. Understanding the truth helps you navigate privacy decisions with confidence. Let's take a closer look at the privacy settings available in Company's AI assistant. We'll walk through the main options, explain what each one does, and offer tips for maximizing your privacy. Knowing how to configure your settings is a practical step toward better data protection. To better understand privacy risks, let's visualize how data moves through an AI assistant. From the moment you give a command, your data may travel through several stages: collection, transmission, processing, storage, and response. Each stage presents its own privacy challenges and protections. This schematic will help clarify where your data goes and what safeguards are in place at each step. Encryption is a critical part of protecting your data as it moves between your device and the cloud. This schematic will illustrate how encryption works to keep your information safe from unauthorized access during transmission and storage. Differential privacy is a technique used to add noise to data, making it difficult to identify individuals while still allowing useful analysis. This concept helps companies learn from user data without compromising personal privacy. We'll explain how differential privacy works and whether company uses it in their AI assistant. Data minimization means collecting only the information that is strictly necessary for the AI assistant to function. This principle reduces privacy risks by limiting the amount of data that could be exposed in a breach. We'll discuss how company applies data minimization and why it's a best practice for privacy. User consent is the foundation of privacy. It means that users must be informed and agree to how their data is collected and used. We'll define user consent in the context of AI assistants and explain why it's essential for ethical data practices. So is Company's new AI assistant actually private? The answer depends on many factors: how data is collected, stored, and shared, what controls users have, and how transparent the company is about its practices. While no system is perfect, understanding these elements can help you make informed choices about your privacy. As AI technology continues to evolve, staying aware and proactive is the best way to protect your personal information. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into AI privacy.